Today on the channel from the brand new Spider-Man Retro Card Wave, we've got Elektra, we got Spider-Woman, and we got Miles Morales.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Marvel Legends unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got the brand new Spider-Man Retro Carded Wave, and we got Miles Morales, we got Spider-Woman, and we got Elektra. But for all your Spider-Man needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. Anything over $79 does ship free. Got to get a deal out there. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And it's an interesting wave here with the Rose and Tarantula being more iconic retro carded wave figures. But these ones being a little bit different, a bit of left of center, a little bit more newer, I guess, than the old school retro wave carded figures. So definitely an interesting thing right here. And we've done a couple of unboxings of this wave on the channel, this being the final one. And we got all three right here. We got two ladies and a Miles Morales. That's what we got going on. But let's start it off, and let's do ladies first, as we usually do. And we're getting Elektra Daredevil. What the heck is that all about? I have no idea. I, of course, know Elektra. Of course, I know Daredevil. I don't really know Elektra Daredevil, and I don't know this Nachios thing in the middle there. So, definitely above my pay grade in a lot of ways, for sure. But definitely an interesting one. It is basically Daredevil Elektra, and we did see the Midnight Suns. Was it the Midnight Suns? What was that wave called? The Dark Knights wave, I think. We got announced at San Diego Comic-Con, and they did have a Daredevil very similar to this one in that wave as well. So maybe we'll pair those two up in the future here. But definitely retro carded packaging, beautiful cardboard packaging design. Similar but different than the traditional retro carded packaging. Marvel logo, Spider-Man logo being a little bit different. Big bubble window there, looking interesting. Definitely an interesting looking figure here, no doubt about it. On the back, we get a little bit of blurb on there. Should clear things up a little bit for us, maybe. We'll see what happens. Nothing too fun down there. UPCs, warnings, all that kind of fun stuff. Let's see what it says about Daredevil. We'll call her Daredevil. We'll call her Elektra. Do we call her Nachios? I don't know what we do. Let's see here. Martial artist and former assassin Elektra Nachios dedicates herself to fighting crime under the mantle of Daredevil when Matt Murdock is sent to prison. And one of you guys or gals out there will know the answer to this. Is this the same Elektra I knew back in the day, or is this a different version? That's why it's Nachios? I don't even know if I'm saying that right. So I don't know. It's all up in the air for me. It's all up in the air. But we're going to get her out of the package here. We're going to see what all the fuss is about. And let me tell you, there's fuss. Anytime there's an Elektra figure, there's fuss. At least it sounds good, right? There it is. See you later, up high. Goodbye. Spider-Man style, very fitting. Bam! See you later, goodbye. Plastic prison. There it is. No extra hands or anything. We do get two size, like a young Leonardo. Oh, everybody. Leonardo. Man, Kyle, do you know your turtles? Do you know your turtles? How about Raphael? How about Raphael? Well, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. All right. Pull this out. There it is. See you later. Goodbye. All right, Elektra out of the package. Very interesting looking here. We do get two size as the only accessory. Very, very thin, very kind of movable, of course. You don't want any kids stabbing their eyes out, things like that. You get the red handle against a gray plastic. Two size. Very interesting, but we got those right there. Now we get Elektra Daredevil here. I was wondering if there was a place to store the size. I do not see one anywhere, so make note of that out there. And we do get, of course, the black and red attack. Very Daredevil-like, but definitely different, being female here. So you get, starting at the head, you get a little wrapping, you get a little bit of a scarf over the face there. I'm wondering, I'm going to pull this head off. Can we do this? Oh, we can do this. Oh, look at that. So that is interesting. So this whole scarf piece and all that does come off if you want to. And you can have this just straight up female Daredevil if you want. So choose your own adventure on this one here. Do you want her covered her face or not? But definitely feels a little bit more female without that face covering on there. Definitely looking good. You got the horns there, the red. You got the skin tone down here, the nice lips. Definitely brings this one to a different way. So really is choose your adventure, choose your own adventure, how you want this displayed. Definitely looks more and feels more Daredevil-like, at least to me, looking like here. And then very interesting here on the side, you get the kind of crazy hairdo. I don't even know how you do hairdo like that. That just boggles my mind. But I guess you get the ponytail and you make it a little bit bigger here, and then you ponytail it and then bigger again. I don't know. It's above my pay grade. I can't even put my hair in a bun, so tells you what I know about doing hair. That's what my wife, she's handy. Got 2 girls. She goes to town on that kind of stuff. Man, that's just, I can't figure it out. So there it is. Definitely a good head sculpt here. You got the DD on the chest there, Daredevil, of course. Got the wrappings throughout, the red and black attack. You got the big old kind of wrappings around the waist, the belt, some pockets over there as well to carry some stuff if you need to. You got the wrapped kind of boots over here, and then you got the ankles, of course, and all that, and the shoes wrapped up very ninja-like, of course, as we do know. Articulation, arms going to go all the way around for us. Got the old bicep cut. Double jointed, pinless elbows. Hits being played right here at the channel. Hands back forth, side to side. A good kind of hand to here to hold the size. Both of them are that way. So very cool to hold those size. We need to do that. Hula hoop at the top. Waist articulation. Not really, but you do get the big old splits for Elektra. You got to have those. Thigh cut. Double jointed, pinless knees here for that. And then you get the boots back and forth, ankles back and forth, side to side as well that we're used to. Does she fit on a ringside collectible stand? Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% at ringside collectibles. Make sure you get the Mattel stands for old Daredevil here, but she fits perfectly right there. And then the last Elektra figure we had here, I grabbed her. This is the big hair version. I used this one here to make it a little bit different, but there she is in all white on this one there, looking very interesting. And then a more classic Elektra Daredevil, or Elektra just here, just straight up Elektra here and here, Elektra Daredevil here. Straight up what you think of when you think of Elektra, you got that. So definitely an interesting mix between all these different ones here, and I'm definitely here for them. Definitely like all the differences in our Elektra figures. Elektra, as we do know, a very popular character in the Marvel Universe, no doubt about it, and definitely an interesting one. I like the addition of being able to take that scarf off or put it on, choose your own adventure. I think that is really smart. I am here for that. Now we're going up next to Spider-Woman, Jessica Drew, and I gotta be honest here, this is probably the figure of this wave that I'm looking forward to the least. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but we've had a few different Spider-Women over the years. We'll compare those here in this video, of course. But there she is, packaging same as we're used to, a little glamour shot over here. Big bubble window, not a whole lot of accessories on this one, a little bit plain Jane if you ask me. On the back, we got a little bit of a blurb, a glamour shot, UPCs, all that kind of stuff down at the bottom. See what it says about old Jessica Drew Spider-Woman. Genetically enhanced Jessica Drew takes on a security job that is more than it seems, bringing Spider-Woman face-to-face with nemesises new and old. Maybe a nemesis enforcer if she's lucky. Who knows? But my Spider-Woman, and a lot of people like different versions, eras of Spider-Woman. The one that was iconic to me, it was probably one that's not iconic to a ton of people. I think she was a member of the West Coast Avengers back in the day, but it was the one from like the Marvel Action Hour and of course the Toy Biz toy line back in the day with more of a blue color, bigger hair on the back, just a different take on the character. But when I always think of Spider-Woman, that's where my brain goes first. You may go to this, you may go to something different, or the OG classic look I think a lot of people would go to. But it's all what you came up to and where your first experiences were a lot of the times, as we do know. Pull her out of the package. See you later. Goodbye, Spider-Man style. Bam! See you later. Goodbye. Plastic prison. We got 2 extra hands with her, and that's it as far as accessories do go. We're going to pull her out. There it is. And we got 2 hands. Pull those hands out. Oh, the tape came with it. Tape came with the hands. We got it. We got it. We always do. See you later. Goodbye, and let's get down to business here. So we do get 2 Fists of Fury out of the package. We're always here for the Fists of Fury. And then we get the kind of wall-crawling hands, kind of splayed-out hands going on. Makes a lot of sense. We do get those. I'll stick those over here for now. There it is. And then we get down to old Spider-Woman himself, at least. Himself? How about herself? At least she does have all the new articulation. We're playing some of the hits on that one here. But a very plain Jane female figure. For the most part, it's just a black jumpsuit. A little bit of coloring down on the feet there a little bit, but it is pretty much plain black. You get the Spider-Man logo, Spider-Woman logo there on the chest, and you get some of the webbing on the arms. And that's about it. It's pretty plain Jane design, in all honesty. You do get the head here with the long hair going on. The pouty lips there with the red and the white of the eyes and the mask going there. So it is Spider-Woman, just a very plain Jane Spider-Woman at the end of the day. Articulation, of course, arms go all the way around. Bicep cut. Double jointed, pinless elbows, hits being played, Fist of Fury, side to side, back forth, removable, of course. Hula hoop at the top. Big old splits right there. thigh cut, double jointed knees. They do got the pins in the knees here, and they do get a little bit of ankles back and forth, side to side. Not tons and tons of difference with this. Not a really big time figure for me. Does she fit on a ringside collectible stand? Yes, she does. Use discount code Kyle, save 10%. Make sure you get the Mattel stands, though, as I always do say. But this was the one I was looking forward to the least, and I think that still fits in right here. It is what it is. It's just not awe-inspiring. It's not something really cool. It's not something that was on the top of collectors' to-do lists, I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Uh-oh, she took a header. She took a header. Oh, forget the stand for now. We'll forget the stand from now. So she fits okay on that stand, apparently. But definitely an interesting figure. Just one that I don't think is very high on the to-do list for a lot of collectors, maybe. Maybe. You guys tell me. And, of course, got the old version of Spider-Woman here. I don't know. This is an improvement over this one. This one was one of the perennial peg warmers back in the day, if we remember correctly. So we do have that one. And then an interesting one, Across the Spider-Verse, just recently came out. A little bit different than this one. A different interpretation on the character, no doubt about it. Choose your own Spider-Woman adventure, really, at the end of the day. But got those going on here as well. So there it is. There's old Spider-Woman. Now we're going to finish it off with old Miles Morales. Miles, no stranger to the Marvel Legends line either. He's been in a lot of stuff. I think the last time we opened a Miles figure was maybe the Gamerverse line. So check out that review if you missed that. But definitely Miles Morales, a littler guy here. Just a little guy. Glamour shots over here. All the usual packaging from these other two. On the back, UPC's warnings down low. A little bit of blurb, a little bit of a glamour shot. Let's see what it says about our old friend, Miles Morales. Bitten by a radioactive spider, Miles Morales discovers allies and enemies across the multiverse as Spider-Man. And like I always say to my kids, that's Spider-Man. They know Miles Morales more than they know Peter Parker. Tough for me to wrap my head around, but time, it waits for no one. And as we always say, what is time? Spider-Man style. Goodbye. Goodbye. See you later. Plastic Prison. There it is. Old Miles Morales. We've seen Miles before. We'll see him again. We've seen a lot of Miles Moraleses over the last couple of years. And I have to imagine that will continue on, of course. Have not seen the latest Spider-Verse movie. See you later. I'm not against it, though. I'll watch it eventually, I'm sure. We get two hands with him. We get the two I Love You Brother Jimmy Superfly Snuka hands. Got to have those with Spider-Man and the red and black attack. Looking good there. No issues with that. Then we get Miles Morales. That's all we get. No other accessories. He came to throw down. He came to fight. He's got two Fists of Fury. And to me, I do not know this interpretation of Miles Morales at all. He's got a little bit of a hoodie going on there. Got the drawstrings down at the bottom. Got the Spider-Man logo on the back. A little bit smaller one on the front. Kind of got a little bit of a COVID mask going on, I guess, wrapped around there. That's kind of what it looks like. He's got a little mask wrapped just around his mouth. Got the big old Spider-Man red eyes. Got the black and red attack throughout on this one. Kind of seeing a theme with all these characters in this line. A lot of them have red and black colors in them. But definitely interesting. Definitely a smaller figure. Of course, he's supposed to be a kid for the most part. So definitely smaller, not a big hulking figure in any ways. Arms go all the way around on him. No bicep cut. We do get pinless elbows, but we just get a single jointed elbow on this one. A little bit of side to side as well if you need to. Hands removable, back forth, side to side. Waist articulation, no ab crunch, anything like that. So we're a little limited on the articulation on this one, which is interesting for a Miles. We do get some splits there. We do get the thigh cut. Double jointed pinless knees. We're definitely here for that. You do get the boot cut, ankles, back forth, side to side. So some of that usual foot articulation here. But definitely feels like a small figure. Definitely feels something a little bit different. Feels a little bit demonic, especially in the eye sockets here, being that kind of darkish red. So definitely an interpretation of Miles Morales I'm not familiar with. And another guy that his hole is way too small. His hole is too small. He's not going to fit on a ringside stand. So no stand luck for old Miles, but he will stand up okay right here. So an interesting three-pack of figures. By far, female Daredevil wins it for me. The Elektra Daredevil, that's my preferred of the three. Then I guess I'll go Miles. And then nothing too much against this. It just feels so plain Jane. It just kind of is what it is at the end of the day. But an interesting retro carded wave from the Spider-Man. I'm here for all the retro carded waves. They give me the old school nostalgic feels and it gets some of the classic characters. And apparently, as we see right here, a lot of new takes on some characters as well in these. So it'd be interesting to see what happens to some of these waves in the future. But I'll be here for it as we always are. But what say you? What are your thoughts on these three? Which one do you prefer of the bunch? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you on the old Patreon channel. Patreon, your best way to support the channel. You get early access to videos, giveaways, Q&As, bonus stuff, you name it, it's all going on over there on the old Patreon. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com, search Kyle Peterson, and don't forget social media. Don't forget it. Sir Paul 64 on X, and then _Kyle_Peterson on Threads and on Instagram. So for a little bit more Spider-Man unboxings, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.